So let's get started with some basic around the workspace when dealing with prototyping. So here we have some design setups, some for mobile and some for desktop. And per default, we're going to be in the Design tab. And next to the Design tab, you find the Prototyping tab. Or you can also use the shortcut to toggle between them, Alt or Option 8 and 9. So we're going to get to know this menu here in more detail. For now, just note that if you click on the gray canvas, then you're setting the overall prototype settings. So any device that you want to set, going to get to know more about that later. And if you want to change the background, and that's going to be in the presentation view, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. If you, however, select any frame on your canvas, then you'll see that the prototyping menu here changes. And this is where we're going to be working most of the time. So in here in our design file, this is where we're going to set up the design and all the behavior of our prototype. If we want to see our prototype in action, then we need to hit the little play button at the top right hand of your file. This then jumps to presentation or preview mode. You can simply use your keyboard keys to jump to the next frame, even if you have no connections set up already. And note the order that Figma uses here. So this is really handy because Figma actually picks the first frame it finds and then it goes through the row of frames. If there's no more frames, then it's going to jump to the next available frame. So this doesn't have to be a clear row. It could be something like this, but Figma is going to interpret this as a row and go through the frame one by one. You can also set a device for the preview. Make sure nothing is selected and click on the gray canvas background, and then you'll see the drop down for devices in the prototyping menu. Here you can choose a device. Make sure that the device you're choosing matches the size of your frames. If we now select a screen and jump back to presentation mode, then you can see that we now have a device around it. We can still toggle through the designs, but note that it only fits the device that you set. As soon as we go to, for example, our desktop layouts, this wouldn't work anymore. The solution for this would be to store your mobile and your desktop designs on different pages for your prototyping. And by the way, we can also add videos or animated GIFs to our designs. In our design mode, this would not show up, but as soon as you jump to presentation mode, you can see your videos in action. This is only a pro feature. Besides the presentation mode, you can also select single screens in Figma and then hit Shift and the spacebar and you'll get the in-file preview. If you forget about those shortcuts, then right next to the play button, you find a little drop down and you can also activate the in-file preview and you see the different shortcuts.